I'm going to speak on it from a different level of for 2023. And some people will think this is in a more personal side, but majority of the times we cover things from a personal branding side that then becomes uh, empires and that whole nine. And based off some of the recent events, aka the passing of Twitch, um, and y'all know how much I love Twitch. We did like a whole segment that Twitch followed me and everything like that. It was a big whole deal, and to see how what we quote unquote believe was success in his niche, what we quote unquote believed as happiness of what he was building. He had a Dick's Sporting Goods partnership. Like him and his wife had clothes going. Like he was making a lot of money off of social media just to dance, just to do what he loves to do. Of course, we known him for different dance situations of So You Could Think You Could Dance. And of course, what majority of people know him as being the DJ on the Ellen Show. If we don't have us together as a person, like if we don't take care, and I'm so glad that the flight assessment is sponsoring this part of things, because if we don't know how we move, how we react, what are some of our triggers when things are getting very overwhelming with our brand and our business, how do we get out of that? Yeah, we talk a lot about teams. Yeah, we talk about a lot about delegation. We talk about a lot about scale and that whole nine. But when you're in the midst of those things, the lessons go away. You know what I mean? Like some of the things we go through, like, yes, people have told us time and time again, we tend to resort back to what we know of things. And that's why it's so important to practice that self-care and that self-awareness and understanding the different scenarios that we possibly could be dealing with, so that when it does hit us, we know how to react. We know how to move. We know how to get ourselves in a way that it could be a little overwhelming, but it won't be too overwhelming that we are missing a step, that we are not ourselves, that we are actually in a state of mind that has no true control of who we truly are, right? And so for the first thing on my side, when it comes to 2023, when it comes to our business and our brand, it won't run if we're not running. It won't do any type of good. It won't scale. It won't go anywhere if we're not whole. And yes, we're going to go. And I know a whole bunch of y'all that next year is probably going to start off really wrong. And no, it always happens. It's like, all right, 2020 something, you're going to start off like this. There's always somebody. It's like it starts off crazy. But if we are doing different things, and whatever your healthy outlet is, if it is prayer, if it is meditation, if it is working out, if it is writing, if it is some type of art, if it's taking a walk, I don't care. Follow what works for you. Listen to other people's different ways. Try it, but find out your self-care formula so you could be able to be yourself in different situations for when you do grow, for when you do scale, when you do start building out your empire. That's the thing. Like I said, that Twitch thing messed me up. Like I got text messages throughout the whole day, like, yo, have you, and just to find out that it was suicide, and to find out 24 hours prior to, he did a video that my man was dancing, and it's like, we really swear that and he had millions of followers.
Crazy.
Millions of followers. What we think is success. Just had a 9-year wedding anniversary 4 days prior to. What we think is happiness and success, if we are not taking care of ourselves, of our mental, and I think we went through an episode about that where it's like, yo, what is the training that we do to increase our mental strength? Like, that is really, I'm going to ask y'all again, what are you doing to increase your mental strength to be able to survive in 2023? Because these years don't get easier. It doesn't get easier, but it becomes maintainable as we learn how to deal with certain things. So then when we maintain things, then it seems easier because we know how to maintain it. So that's what I'll say.
Yeah. That's a good word. How about that? That's a good word. Yeah, we spent some time yesterday in the community also talking about the same thing, man, just because I think it happens. There's at least once a year that something like this happens that makes everyone say, oh, shoot, this matters.
Yeah.
Or, oh, shoot, no one is bulletproof. No one is exempt from this. There isn't a tax bracket, a follower count, a profession that is proof or exempt from the possible challenges of what mental health can provide. And so I think more and more, I'm really happy in the sense that the conversation is becoming more of a consistent yet regular dialogue where people can at least have the opportunity to do it. So someone in the community shared with us that the suicide prevention hotline is 988, right? So similar to 911, 988. And I just want to add and say that I think there's a tremendous amount of courage for those who reach out for help. I know sometimes, you think that the person asking for help is actually the weakest amongst the group because it's like, oh, what, you can't handle your own business? You can't wrap your own mind into things? I actually think it takes a lot of courage to reach out for help because everyone is putting up a front and saying, I don't want to reach out for help. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And so to be able to put your ego aside and say, you know what? No, I think I need to make the call. I just want to say definitely there's a lot of course, courage and strength in doing that. So if you need the help, man, 988. And yeah.
Thanks.